The evening unfolded like countless others, yet the silence weighed more than usual. The house was spotless, lights dim, the air unnervingly still. Vanessa carried 2 plates to the table, her motions practiced but mechanical. She placed one before Adam, the other opposite herself. No flowers. No candles. No sign of affection, just plain food, 2 glasses of water, and a thick wall of unspoken tension. Adam sat with the patience of someone long accustomed to restraint. He cut into his meal, chewing at an unhurried pace, his gaze distant but steady. He didn't ask about her day. He didn't break the silence. He simply existed, calm and unshaken, as though nothing could move him. Vanessa, by contrast, could barely hold still. She prodded at her food without eating, her eyes flicking toward Adam, then away again. Her chest tightened, heart hammering. She had practiced this moment for weeks. In the mirror, in her car, muttering under her breath while folding laundry. She had always pictured Adam unraveling. Shocked, furious, pleading with her not to go. But reality didn't follow the script she had written. With a sharp exhale, she let her fork fall against the plate. The metallic clatter shattered the stillness like a gunshot. Her words followed, cold and deliberate. "I want a divorce." The sentence cut through the room, harsh and undeniable. She stared at him, waiting for a flicker in his calm, for the mask to slip. But Adam only lifted his eyes to her. He looked at her like he had seen this moment coming long before. And with a composure that chilled her blood, he said, "Good thing we signed the prenup." Her stomach lurched. That was not the reaction she had braced for. No rage, no heartbreak, just a steady certainty. In that instant, Vanessa understood her rehearsed lines meant nothing. Adam wasn't following her play. By morning, she tried to dismiss it. She told herself he was bluffing. Yet his calm gnawed at her. He wasn't shaken. He wasn't desperate. He was in control. And that unnerved her more than anger ever could. Days slipped by, and Adam's silence became a weapon in itself. He carried on unchanged, commuting to work, making his coffee, reading at night with the same unbroken stillness. No confrontations. No arguments. Just quiet waiting. But Vanessa couldn't wait. The pressure inside her kept mounting until one night it broke. She stood in the kitchen, arms folded, hurling accusations sharp as blades. She called him cold, unfeeling, hollow. She wanted to tear away his mask, to make him react. Adam didn't. Instead, he opened a drawer and drew out a folder. With deliberate care, he placed it on the table between them. A copy of their prenuptial agreement. The paper landed softly, but its presence crushed her. Her eyes swept the clauses she once skimmed and laughed off, never believing they'd matter. Separate assets. No spousal support. Absolute ownership of everything he had before the marriage. Each line slammed shut like a locked door. Vanessa's throat tightened. She tried to sound mocking, defiant. "You really think this will protect you? I'll find a way around it." Adam leaned back, his voice unshakable. "I've already sent everything to Diane Mitchell." The name struck her like a blow. Diane Mitchell, Adam's attorney. Ruthless. Untouchable. Known in every courtroom as the woman no one could beat. Vanessa had heard the whispers, the horror stories. Cases gutted, rivals walking out with nothing but shame. For the first time, her confidence cracked. Adam didn't raise his voice. He didn't celebrate. He ended the night with one quiet line that froze her to the core. "This is only the start." And she knew he meant it. The weeks before trial dragged like a slow execution. Vanessa cycled through lawyer after lawyer, pleading for someone to tear apart the prenup. Each one gave the same answer, airtight. Their pity cut deeper than their refusals. Still, Vanessa refused to surrender. If she couldn't win with law, she would win with performance. On the morning of the hearing, she dressed like victory itself. Tailored suit, pearls at her throat, every strand of hair in place. She entered the courtroom poised, chin lifted, her steps measured with intent. When her turn came, she delivered her story like a polished actress. A tale of sacrifice, loyalty, devotion. A woman who had poured everything into her marriage and deserved to be compensated. Her voice cracked in perfect rhythm, eyes welling with carefully summoned tears. For a moment, even the judge seemed drawn to her performance. Then Adam rose. He had sat silent the entire time, letting her weave her stage play. Now he opened his briefcase with calm precision and slid a thick folder across to the judge. The room hushed. Paper whispered as the judge flipped page after page, his brow darkening with each turn. Photos, screenshots, messages. Every detail of Vanessa's affair with Marcus, laid out in brutal clarity. Rendezvous she thought hidden, late-night confessions she believed erased, every lie she'd ever whispered to Adam, documented. The judge's voice cut through her spiraling panic. Mrs. Vanessa, do you confirm your extramarital relationship with Marcus Caldwell? The walls spun around her. Her body trembled. She tried to deny it, but the evidence crushed every word before it left her lips. Sobs broke through instead. The ruling came swift and merciless. The prenup remained untouched. Adam kept everything. The house, the villa by the sea, the countryside retreat, his company. Vanessa was granted nothing. Worse, she had 30 days to vacate the home she once ruled. Her perfect composure shattered. The queen who had entered the courtroom staggered out hollow, reduced to a ghost. The countdown began. 30 days of humiliation. 30 days of whispers from neighbors, of friends who stopped calling, of pity masquerading as sympathy. Piece by piece, she packed her life into boxes. Every object stung like a reminder of what had slipped through her fingers. On the last day, she loaded her car. No farewell, no dignity, just silence. She placed the keys on the kitchen table and walked out of the house that no longer belonged to her. That evening, Adam returned. He moved through the quiet rooms not with triumph, but with steady finality. On his desk sat 2 sealed envelopes, one addressed to Marcus's firm, the other to Marcus's wife. Inside both, the same damning evidence that had buried Vanessa in court. The aftermath was swift. Marcus lost his job. His reputation crumbled. His wife filed for divorce and left him with nothing but the wreckage of his choices. Within weeks, Marcus lay in ruins, just as Vanessa had. Adam never boasted. Never gloated. He folded the last envelope, set it aside, and poured himself a glass of whiskey. His house, his company, his freedom, untouched. Vanessa faded into obscurity, left with nothing but regret. The moment she believed she held power was the moment she triggered her own destruction. Adam, steady and deliberate, had orchestrated it all.